Welcome to the Marriage Be Like podcast. We're your hosts, Kenny
and Kenya.
And we are so glad that you are joining us today. Listen, this podcast is here to discuss love and relationships, life topics, and how to navigate through it all.
Disclaimer, we are not specialists or counselors or professionals in these fields. We are a married couple who's got 27 years of life experiences under our belt. We hope to open some discussions, build communication, and plant some seeds. So sit back, enjoy, and let's have a conversation and grow together.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We want to welcome you back to another episode of the Marriage Be Like podcast. I am Kenny.
I'm Kenya.
And we are so glad that you are joining us. Kenya, we've got guests.
We have guests.
In the studio.
We do.
Yes, but before we get to our guests, let's do this real quick, right? For those of you who are joining for the very first time, we want to welcome you.
Welcome.
And we trust that you will have really enjoyed this, right?
Yes.
At the end of it, so anyway, tell your friends and family and them.
Yes.
Mom and them.
Aunties and cousins. And them.
Yep. Cousins and everybody.
Members,
everybody's,
friends.
yeah.
Forgot about friends.
Friends, that's right.
All your friends.
Yeah.
Of our social medias and share.
Yes. Brother and sister.
Brother and sister. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All the family.
That's it. And for those of you who are returning back, we want to thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, a couple things here. You can email us at KennyAnn@marriagebelike.com. Or you can just go to our website at marriagebelike.com. If you're listening to us on Thursdays, we are here on
Envision Radio.
envision-radio.com. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Central Time on Thursdays.
Yes.
Right?
And then on Fridays.
On Fridays, we then go ahead and release on all the podcast platforms, Apple Music, Amazon Music. I keep saying Apple Music. Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Yeah, wherever you get your podcasts, okay?
All of them.
All of them.
That's correct.
Look, this is our show. No, this Yeah. Okay, so Kenya, I think we've gotten all that preliminary stuff out the way. What you got next for us?
Okay, so today we have our parents.
Yes.
Cecil and Vanessa Goodwin.
Yes. That's the crowd. That's the crowd.
So they are our special guests today. We'll be talking to them about their love story and their life together.
Yes.
And I'm gonna let them tell you all the details.
Yeah.
All right. So let's kind of jump right into the topic. You good?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'm following your lead.
I know, we're not going to do a calendar review today.
Okay.
We're just going to jump right in because it's funny to talk about. They've been married for a long time.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can find out today.
Yes. Yes.
Mom's making faces already, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start off at the beginning. How about that? The beginning of y'all's relationship. How did y'all meet?
We were introduced by her parents.
Okay.
Yes.
That's an odd one. How did you get introduced to her by her parents?
I worked with her father, and we were coming from a union meeting, and just happened to be passing her and a friend walking down the street. And so they called over to the car and had a little conversation, and then we were introduced.
Okay. And it was love at first sight? Y'all just started dating right there?
Not exactly, no.
Wait, the energy in that no. Right?
She had nothing to say at first. It was, come on,
Yeah.
you speak. And then suddenly the no came in.
No.
Okay, so what happened after the initial introduction on the side of the street?
We decided to go on a date because it was so much of a push. So we decided to go on our first date, and the rest is history.
Oh, okay.
So wait, I'm sorry, because I'm confused, right?
Details here.
Yes, I'm a little confused, right?
Okay.
She's like, you see the look on her face. So I'm confused because you just emphatically said no when we asked the question.
Yeah, I did.
But but here it is now. You went on a date and you said the rest is history.
The rest is history. Well, the initial is that we met, we were introduced, and after the introduction, he didn't like me, and I really didn't like him.
Okay, that's
So that's what happened.
So then y'all went on the first date. Did it get any better on the first date?
Because we went on the first date to make everybody happy.
Happy. Yeah.
That's what you mean by push. They were pushing y'all together.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Because I was trying to figure out how, if you didn't like each other, why did you go out on this date?
But actually, it wasn't that we didn't like each other. We didn't know each other to like each other, but we didn't like the push that was going on. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, you met her when you was just kind of on the side of the street.
Yeah.
So that was not a great first meet.
And to tell the truth, she's not going to tell you the whole story.
Okay.
But I thought that she was kind of rude during the introduction. And so her mother insisted that she apologize. So her mother pushed her to call me that night and everything, so.
You apologize?
I had to apologize.
Look at that. Look at
I
that.
didn't know that detail. That's new information.
Wow.
So, recognizing that she was in a little distress,
Okay.
due to the circumstances, and asked her out for a date, just
Okay.
to, sell
Let's
things
see what
back.
happens where it's just a tool.
Yes, yeah.
All right, that makes sense. And so how'd the first date go? Whoever wants to start.
It went well.
Okay.
Yeah, went well.
It went very well.
Hey, okay, so
We became friends.
there we go. So how long were y'all friends?
For over a year before we were married.
Well,
Yeah.
we were
Y'all started
friends.
Yeah.
We were friends for like a couple of weeks, and then we start actually dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we started dating. We met on April the 16th. I won't forget that date.
Okay.
And so then we got engaged in August. And then
Same year.
The same year, yes.
So
And
clearly it went well.
it went well.
Yes, it went well.
And then we said, well,
Wait, that was only 4 months.
yeah.
Okay then. Okay
See,
then.
But we were together every day.
we didn't have to. We didn't have to do like y'all young people. We just went out.
Whoa.
Even do it.
No,
Any.
no, because wait a minute. Can you help me out here? Because help me out. Because we need to set her straight. Don't.
Yeah, we kind of mimicked y'all's story.
Yes.
And 4th of
Yeah.
July, we were engaged, and then we married in January.
Okay.
You're kidding.
Not kidding. That was the part we hid from you. So when we got married the following year in June was actually our second. We eloped in January.
Oh, wow.
We dated 6 months.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Wait.
the podcast, you're updating everything right now.
So you never knew this?
I never knew
Never-
that.
I told you, I said, well, we mentioned it a couple of podcasts ago. I said, my mom might actually just be finding this out.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Yes. Man, I mean, because we said.
That's so sneaky. You heard it live.
We kind of did the same thing y'all did.
So with this big elaborate wedding,
January 28th,
Yeah.
1998.
What did you think we were celebrating in January?
I didn't know.
Every year,
Yeah.
we celebrate.
Well, I'm just saying, y'all celebrate.
we thought it was more like we thought it was more like an engagement celebration.
Because every year I tell Diddy,
Yes, it was, right?
I said, do you know what date we start dating on? And he never said. So I always try to, get him straight that we started on April the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a dating. So every time it comes around, we just kind of, talk about it that we met April.
So you thought that's what we did too.
Yeah, I thought y'all were doing the same thing. Copycatting.
We did kind of copycat. We didn't mean to though, but we started dating the 4th of July. We were together every day since.
Yes.
Okay, well, we have something similar. You all started on 4th of July, and we started the day after tax returns were due.
Holiday. I mean, hey.
Yes.
It sounds like a family thing.
Yeah.
It was definitely accidental. It was on purpose, but yeah, that we have similar stories.
Yeah.
You all have any more disclosures?
I mean, we've been married 27 years. I mean,
It don't matter now.
Wow, 27.
Yes.
27 years. Isn't
Yeah.
that amazing?
I mean, it's
and we've been
truly.
here twice that.
Yeah, exactly.
27
Yeah.
and 54.
Yeah. And, and what's truly
I'm
amazing.
still 55.
Well, I am.
And it is wonderful.
Yes. I'm only 24. So
Married 27 years.
This
Okay.
podcast is all about age. Can you see the people? It's all about age.
And the numbers don't add up.
Yes. I don't have no problem with my age. I
So, okay, April 16th, right? And then you were engaged in August. Do you remember the date?
No. I don't remember the date. It was such a while.
She was so stunned, you know.
Yeah. You couldn't remember what day it was.
All I know is that I wanted to wait a whole year before we got married, at least, you know.
Okay, so what happened? Because that's not what took place.
No, that's what.
Yeah, we met in April and we got married in May the next year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we didn't do that. But anyway.
Y'all didn't copy that.
No.
Y'all copied everything else. I got you.
Okay, so let's say, because we're in August now. So let's say that you got engaged on August 31st.
Okay.
That would be your birthday.
You knew that.
I knew that.
Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you something. For the first 15 years of our marriage, Kenya didn't know that.
Oh. That's switching roles, is it?
What day is
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend.
Oh, okay.
However, Labor Day
The whole weekend. First off, Labor Day is in a whole nother month.
Yeah.
However, Labor Day fell was his birthday. That's how it was as far as I was concerned.
Look, so you want to know more disclosures. I'm spilling all the tea today. So I remember, Kenya, one year it took an entire week, right?
It did.
It took an entire week. I didn't say anything, because not that it's not a big deal to me, right? But I don't put as much value in my birthday or celebrating my birthday as Kenya does. And I waited an entire week before I said anything. And when I did, I felt bad because then she fell into tears. And so.
Because that particular year, his birthday fell before Labor Day came.
My birthday falls every year before Labor Day.
That's what I was
September.
I mean, an entire week. So you waited a week because I was waiting on Labor Day weekend, which that particular year didn't fall back to back. Like this year, August 31st, and then Labor Day it's
a week away.
Yes, it's a week away. And that particular year, it was like that. But normally, it's right there. Normally, it's August 31st, and then that Monday is Labor Day. So that particular year just messed me up, threw me off, because I associated his birthday with the holiday.
I got
Holiday came is when his birthday was. Now I realized that his birthday was right. It was a whole week the way it fell.
Yeah, sorry.
Labor Day is the first Monday of September.
Well, why is it this year the first Monday in September is actually on the 1st?
Yes.
So it's not going to be.
Oh, so it's going to be a week.
It'll be the very next day.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how it would normally fall, but that particular year it
didn't. Yeah. Anyway, not about my.
She did all those years.
She had to be a mathematician using that formula.
Made up her own formula.
She did. That's all right. I don't hold it against her.
Getting that kind.
Yeah, but I won't forget it.
But back to the topic, it ain't about Kitty.
It's not. It's
about y'all.
Yes.
So y'all got married, and so during the wedding, and I know that at that particular time you were Adventist and you were not.
Exactly.
So what happened? Give us the details there.
Well, he was not an Adventist, but during the engagement, the whole year, we decided to every Sabbath he would go to church with me, and every Sunday I would go to church with him.
Okay.
And back then, being an Adventist, if you were not an Adventist, you could not get married at our church.
At the Adventist church.
Right, at the Adventist church. So we had to get married at a Baptist church. And all those times, they set a door.
But Dad wasn't Baptist either.
No, I was Presbyterian, but we wanted a location, and there wasn't a Presbyterian church, available in the everyone to get married.
Okay, yes.
So we found a Baptist church, and they were, kind to us to let us come at 4:00 to have the wedding on a Sunday. We had a big wedding, and we were rushing. It was so much to do that Cecil came in through the back door of the church at 4:19. And I came through the front door of the church at 4:20. We were late to our own wedding.
Wow.
Well, I got lost. I don't know what her excuse was.
Did you get lost too, Mom?
No, I just had so much to do.
So much to do.
Just trying to pull all the details together for the wedding and make sure
Right.
everything was in
Yeah, I kind of designed
It was a-
girls' dresses and just a lot of stuff that I had to do. And I had a very good person, Miss Gladys Carter, to the director wedding. And it was just, I never being married, being young, I had no clue it was all that work. But it was a lot of work.
It's an event.
It is an event. And so I was late. I didn't mean to be, but I had called him the night before that night. We were talking at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I said, "Are you going to still marry me?" I asked him
did.
that question. Yeah. And what did you say?
I was so tired. I don't know what I said.
Hopefully it was yes.
We had 21 people.
Was yes.
Yeah, we had 21 people on the wedding party.
Okay.
And at the last minute, I realized I had to give all the groomsmen a gift. And so I was just scrambling, trying to find what to give them and everything. And it was just, hectic the whole time and everything. And I know the pictures, I was, being a photographer and having photograph weddings, I know when people are tired because it shows up on the pictures.
Yeah.
And I was worried about that happening in my case. So,
True. Did you look tired? How'd you feel about it?
no, I made sure I did. I put on I made sure every time the camera got ready to snap, that smile came out and everything else.
So, you got there at 4:19, 4:20, right? What time was it?
Right.
What time was the wedding supposed to start? You said
It was supposed to start at
4.
Oh, okay, at 4.
Yeah.
What time did the wedding actually start?
4:35.
Yeah.
Oh,
That wasn't too bad.
that was better than ours.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The part is that we were late getting there.
Yeah, just not in the building.
Everybody came for it. Was nowhere to get out.
The church was packed, and we would walk. Cecil was walking in the back door, and I was walking in the front door, and I had to go over because I wasn't dressed. I had to get my dress on. But,
You threw your dress on.
I told my
Yeah, they had the attendants working with us. Yeah,
That's right. To hurry up and get down the aisle.
Yeah.
She did Superman.
I did. I even had my own closet. I jumped in there and got dressed.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, so now we're at the wedding, and then all of that transpires. So where'd y'all go on your honeymoon?
Where do we go on the honeymoon? Bahamas.
We did.
Oh, real? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We went to the bar.
Went to Nassau, and then we went to Freeport.
Yeah.
We made it a 2 thing. Freeport had just opened up. The runway was still being paved.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was.
Okay.
It hadn't been open a month. It had 1 casino and 1 hotel, and that was it.
Okay. All right. Did you gamble?
We never even were.
Mom was like,
No.
Really, I think what we mostly did is rested because we were so tired.
We were
Yeah.
so tired.
And then, and on the way back, we were in a small 16-seat plane. It's called a Convair 220. If you all ever get in a 16-seat plane, don't fly over the ocean. We hit a storm on the way and had to go through a hammerhead cloud, which a hammerhead cloud is like literally being hit with a hammer. The plane was in the air for over an hour. And you're looking right at the pilots, and you can't sit beside each other. You got 8 seats on this side and 8 seats on this side. So you can't sit with each other. And there's some nuns on the plane the whole time. And I'm looking at Vanessa, and she's scared out of her wits and everything. And my brother was a pilot, and we were on the way to see him, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And
Back we were.
yeah, on the way back from the Bahamas. He lived in Stuart, Florida, and everything. And so when we landed, Vanessa swore she wasn't going to get on a plane, so we still had to get home to Louisville. She didn't want to get on the plane. But it was an experience. We actually ended up further away from the point we hit the cloud. The cloud had blown us, back some.
Wow.
So it was and you're right in the cloud, and you're looking at it and all like that. So it was a real,
especially for a small plane.
yeah, it was an experience. Yeah.
Yikes.
And the plane was just bouncing all over the place.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
That's hard. You was kissing one of those kissing the ground when you got off the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the next 2 times she flew, the engine went out.
Oh.
Another one. And that was in
California.
No, that was going to D.C.
DC, yeah.
And then her mother's brother passed away in California, and her mother had never flown. So Vanessa had to go with her out there and everything, and the same thing happened. So
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't need to get on the plane.
There's the plane.
But I've flown many times since then.
Yeah, many times,
I still
yeah.
fly. Yeah, I just don't do long flights like your father. But I just fly over the ocean.
Yeah.
Now I'm not flying 22 miles. I love
22
United
hours.
22 hours. I love United States. Thank you very much.
No, that's true. Yeah, she does what she does.
I'm not flying.
That was it.
22 hours.
How was the last time?
Well, we went. I've been many places since then. We went to Alaska.
Yeah, she's go a few places.
A
Yeah,
couple places.
she's probably been
Anything,
to.
anything flying over 4 hours, I don't do.
Oh,
Yeah, she's been in about 6 different countries since then. Yeah.
I do.
all right. Okay, so we have gotten to the honeymoon.
Yes.
And then you finally did you ever make it home that day?
No, we spent a few days in Stuart with my brother.
With Uncle Donald. Yes, I did.
And he told us at a certain time he was on the flower house and did some aerobatics, in the plane.
Oh, okay.
He was flying a military plane. I forgot what it was called. But we kept hearing all this buzzing, going on and didn't know what it was. So we were trying to figure out what is that and everything. It was him flying over the plane, but we weren't on our honeymoon. So then when we finally realized what was going on, I ran outside and got to see the end of it. And I never told him what was going on.
Some more discoveries.
Yeah.
More discoveries on the podcast. Yes. Okay, so how about we go into a segment? You ready?
Yeah.
Go into a segment?
Yes, let's do
Back
that.
to topic?
Yeah.
Okay, so babe, tell them what the segment is this week.
This segment this week is the segment
Oh, wait, the segment is What I Love About You.
What I Love About You. Okay. So for those of you who are catching this for the very first time, and for you too, our segments and our games are really just an opportunity for us to kind of spark communication with each other. And so like Kenya and I, we went out for dinner one time and sat there. No. This particular time, we were sitting there, we were enjoying each other, and then we looked around and noticed that all the other couples that were in the restaurant with us weren't speaking to each other.
Most of them were.
Wow, on the phone.
They were on their phone. So so then that begs the question, well, do they just not like each other that much? Or they don't know how to spark that communication?
Wow.
So our segments and our games are ways that we can actually spark that communication. This game is not the game, but this segment is What I Love About You. Okay, so now we told you this is what we're going to do, right? But you say we told you not to tell each other what it is. Okay. Now we do this every 2-3 episodes. And so we have to keep digging deep.
I got a brand new one.
Yeah. So we can't share the same one every time.
That's the goal.
Right. So
So if you're going to put us on the spot.
yes. Yes. But this is your first time, so it's easy, right? We've done this I don't know how many times. So anyway, you go first.
No, I'll let them go first.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so Mom, you want to go first, or Dad, you want to go first?
I mean, she's looking like she ain't even ready.
Not ready.
I'll go first.
Have you not even thought about this?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know what you love about him.
I do know, but I'm just saying I didn't know. I mean, just quiet.
Okay, so Dad, what do you love about Mom?
Okay, I love that she's a Christian. I love that she is loving and kind and nice and generous. She'll do anything for anybody. And I love the respect that she gives me. And I
So
Look at her face. Say it again and then look at her face.
I love the look on her face right now.
now let me tell you what I love about this, right? Because we were expecting one thing,
Yes, he gave all the things.
and it doesn't sound like he's done yet.
Oh, I can go on and on.
Yeah, the goal is one, but I don't have no problem with saying more. That's totally fine.
But more than anything, I love that she's a Christian woman. So,
All right.
yeah.
Very good, Daddy.
Yes.
You.
All right.
Look at him. Yes,
Can you top that?
I can't. And he's a great person. Yeah.
Yeah, you put me on the roller coaster, and I'm going to take off with it.
Well, I love about this man right here is that he is a good man. And when women say, well, what is a good man? He knows how to treat a woman, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that.
Slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean,
I love.
This is a family program.
Did I say anything bad? I said he knows how to treat a woman.
We just want to know where you were going with this.
A family needs to know that a man knows how to treat a woman.
There you go.
Amen.
okay.
There you go.
He is a Christian man. Also, I love that about him. I love that he can do anything, and he will do anything for somebody else.
That's true.
And he is a workaholic.
That's the good holic.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
And I could say many more things, but they said one thing, so I won't be like him. But I want him to tell me more when we get in the car.
I'll tell you some more right now.
When he gets to the car, I want him to tell me everything, y'all.
Okay, she put up with me for 54 years. That sums it all.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay,
And vice versa.
very good, y'all. And see, that wasn't so bad. No, it wasn't.
No.
Right. Okay, Kenya, your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite segment.
Yeah.
So mine is, and you're going to be surprised probably.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll give a pre. Kenny has been doing some soul searching. And so he's been doing some soul searching. And so what I love about you is I love all of your flaws, including all the things that I already love. So some of the things that he has expressed to me, he's given to me as if they are flaws, if that makes sense. But to me, they're not flaws.
Tough and dumb. Oh. What?
I'm waiting to you.
She trying to figure out what they are. I'm not gonna say what they are, but you know.
No, I'm trying to. I'm just looking at you, Kenny. Just looking. That's all.
No, the look that she was giving me, like,
The glare and the lean.
yeah. But, I appreciate that because, when we talked about the 4 A's of communication, one of those was acceptance, right?
Yeah.
And so that's great. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. Babe.
Thanks, babe. Okay, so mine,
There she is leaning.
I know that she is. Look at her. I can't even look that way. Mine is, Kenya, what I love about you is that you are patient.
Oh. That's actually surprising.
It may be surprising,
Me
but
too.
I mean, now you choose when to be patient. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Pick and choose.
Yes.
That's why I was surprised, because I know it.
Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because there are times when you could be impatient, and rightfully so, yet you exercise quite a bit of patience, even with my flaws. See? Yeah.
Awesome. And I once coined the phrase, be patient or be a patient.
Oh. Yes.
Because the stress of not being patient will make you a patient.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
Wow.
That's a good one.
I came up with that.
He did. He said he going to films. Yeah.
When he hits my man, I just start writing. I got a whole stack of them at the house. I might have to share them with you on your phone because you do a whole podcast on it.
I didn't say share my mic. I'm saying take it. Thank you, Daddy. Okay, so y'all ready to get back in the topic?
Let's get back in it.
So what, were you satisfied? You were leaning on Kenny.
I was just trying to figure out where he was going.
I mean, wow. If she could read my thoughts, right? That's what it was.
Not close enough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you were bringing tears in my eyes.
Look, clearly she didn't, but she didn't read my thoughts. Otherwise, we'd have a different reaction.
I would have to pull my bed out. I would have to pull the belt out, Kenny.
I thought it said a pop-up side there.
Yeah.
And she's serious about that because she requests that I wear thick leather belt.
Yep.
You know what I forgot to ask, though? Going back into topic, I forgot to ask what made you decide to get married. That was one of the questions.
But didn't nothing make us decide to get married.
But what made you decide? You asked her to marry you, so what was the decision part?
I'm going to give you a guess. What do you think?
I don't know.
So we can have you.
Thank you,
No, just kidding. No, when love.
It was a family
program.
program. He all went there.
Yeah.
But anyway, it took 3 years to help you, by the way. Just when you fall in love, you want to continue that relationship. So.
Same for you, Mom?
Yes, yes. I knew that after I met him and we had spent, a lot of time together, that I really wanted to be with him. I didn't want to be with anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were together every day. All day.
Until we start working.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I work third shift. So
That's true. It's like you're already working. Okay. All right. So staying on topic, we're just going to move a little bit further. So let's go into having children and living your lives together. Okay. Because we've already talked about your dating. We've already talked about you married and your honeymoon, the turbulence and all on the plane. So let's go into your actual marriage as far as children and church, because we've already established that you were Presbyterian, you were Seventh Day Adventist.
Right.
How did that come about, the change?
The change was that Cecil, the pastor of our church at that time was Elder Johnson. He was now as, but he took Cecil under his wing.
Okay.
And Elder Roberts, I think. And Cecil went to Bible study without me, so he could really learn more about the faith. And so I really loved that because because Cecil was a photographer and Elder Johnson, he brought Cecil to camp meeting. Yes, without me.
Yeah. To do a feature for the camp meeting. So I spent 2.5 days with no sleep, going to every meeting, photographing it, and they were going to do an insert for the newspaper. So I had to go back that night, develop the pictures, and then turn them in, and then start all over again. So I had to use the bathroom at the dorm to do all that and everything.
Yeah.
And then I had to drive home with no sleep.
And no license.
No license.
You didn't have a license.
Didn't have a license. But I had driven all through Europe and everything, with no license. So a Volkswagen. I drove a Volkswagen back, and that's what I had in Europe.
It was Elder Johnson's
daughter's
brand new Volkswagen.
Did he know you didn't have a license?
I don't think he cared.
I don't think Cecil told him.
I don't remember. But we were fine. I taught him photography, and he spent all this money on all this equipment. He had more equipment than I had.
Okay.
But he got really into it also. So.
And he did. He took Cecil under his wings. And so when he took the Bible study, I was not there. But the thing, when we first got married, Cecil is from a family of 11 children. I'm of a family of 6, and I'm the oldest, so I was the nanny, the maid, the everything. So I did not want children right away. He wanted children right away, so I was not interested. Not at all.
Kept telling you to wait. Can you wait? Can you?
You need a break, and I get that.
Yeah.
After being,
I could not. I
your
just
siblings came further because you had done siblings at the time.
Yes. So it was just too much. It was just too much. So I remember.
It is what it is.
Yes. And but I had gone to work, and when I came home, he had dinner fixed for me, which was very odd. She does not know how to cook. So we had, at that time we were eating meat, so we had steak, potatoes, and a salad, and Brendan he had the table set, which was unusual for him. Never did anything like that. Everything was perfect. Perfect. And so I ate, had a good dinner. We talked and everything. And so he went to work that night. And so during the night, I woke up and I had to use the bathroom. My face was swollen. My hands were swollen. I was like, what on earth done happened?
He poisoned you?
Yeah, that's what I said. I called him on his job. And I said, did you poison me? And I said, what if
She said you poisoned me.
It didn't work. And so I told her it did not work. You fixed that fabulous meal, and I'm still here. And he said, well, first of all, we're taking you to the crazy house. We're going to take you to the doctor's office.
So the next day, we went to the doctor's office, and the doctor did blood tests and various other things.
He said, I never heard of this.
Yes. And he came back in, and he said...
No. He took a urine sample.
Yeah. He took all this stuff.
All this stuff because he said, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know what's wrong with me either. And so after he took the urine sample, when he came back, he said, well, I didn't know what was wrong with you. He said, but I do now. And I said, Yes. And I said, you're pregnant. I said, hey, what?
He said he did poison you.
Yes, he did.
And I had suspicions that something was up. And so that's why the dinner.
And she didn't know it all.
Yeah.
He didn't know it either.
The reason is I had gone to work the night before and threw up.
Oh.
And someone at work said, "Oh, your wife is pregnant."
But I didn't
They
know.
called it.
I didn't know that it affect you like that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So
Skinny.
yeah, I was sick.
You
I
were?
threw up.
Yeah, I was the one that got
I
sick.
never threw up, but one time with Noel.
Yeah, no,
funny.
I got sick. I remember
He had all my symptoms.
the worst.
Really?
The worst when I went and got something to eat. It was fast food now, so I mean, I don't know. Could have been one or the other, but I went to eat. I went to get something to eat. I brought it back, and we sat. I remember we sat on the bed and ate, and within minutes, I was falling out the bed sick.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
I was. I mean,
And that was with Elijah, right?
yes.
Yes, because that was also the same time that I had what I thought was morning sickness. So I thought I had morning sickness. I went to the doctor because I knew that I was pregnant. So I went to the doctor thinking I had morning sickness. Turned out I had food poisoning.
Oh wow.
So here I am pregnant. I had food poisoning. And that's why I'm throwing up. He's throwing up because I'm pregnant.
Wow.
So yeah, but by the time,
Only God knows how to do this stuff. Yes.
by the time Caleb came around, I was good. He still had all the central stuff.
Yeah, it was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, that was terrible.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to do it.
Right, right.
May as well spread the love.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm sure.
And the baby, I had to do everything.
Well, and here's the thing, though. I mean, I get it, and you only hear me say this one time.
Okay, go ahead. Say it loud and strong on the mic. Go ahead.
One time, I'll only say this. I believe that the experience that I had was, it was.
Go ahead and say it.
I mean, it was easy enough compared to what you had to experience.
Yeah.
But I did laugh at you. I did. So, Mom, did you laugh at Dad when he was throwing up? Did you throw up?
I didn't even know.
I was at work.
He was at work.
And another guy told me,
Here.
Esther, you need to go home or something like that. Says, I think your wife is pregnant. And I didn't know you can make that association. And he said same thing happened to him. And then someone else said same thing happened to me.
That's how he knew.
So
They can't explain the science, but it just happens.
So I said,
Yeah.
a couple of days later, I have his dinner ready for her and everything, and kind of pry into how she's feeling and see how.
Feeling fine.
Until he went to work again.
Until he fixed that food. I didn't know what was wrong with
That's
that.
hilarious.
I had never heard of anyone swelling up, my face and my fingers and all that. And the doctor didn't either. He had no clue. And then of course when I finally went to the gynecologist, and he said, first he told me, he said, you're not eating. And then he told me to eat. And he said, now you're eating too much. And so when Kenya was born, he said, oh, I'm so happy. She's the biggest baby on the floor.
9 pounds and 7 ounces.
No, 9 pounds, 1.5 ounces.
Okay.
Yeah, you were a big baby.
That was
Yeah.
outside the thing.
And then when I went to view Kenya, I
Was it
came back
Kenya?
and reported. Oh, it was Joy.
It was Joy.
Oh, it was Joy. Yeah.
Had to call somebody have a stroke in the hospital.
So, okay, so let me ask you this, right? This is not on your notes, Kenya. But I understand that it is your fault why Kenya doesn't like watermelon now.
Because I ate it all the time.
So you acknowledge that.
I acknowledge it.
She's got some in the car now.
You got watermelon in the car now?
Yes.
She loves watermelon.
Yeah,
She
I mean,
loves watermelon. So does Danny, though.
so why did you have such a fit when I was drinking this watermelon drink?
Well, I didn't know what the heck that was. I was trying to figure it out. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was watermelon or what it was. It just looked different. Everybody else had lemonade, water, and you got this drink that looks kind of funny. And then you say, oh, it's watermelon.
It's
You're
just-
supposed to know that.
It was this watermelon. I mean, what do you think I'm drinking?
I don't know. I don't know if it was a smoothie or what it was.
Yeah, after all these, after all these secrets you all telling them, things over for speculation.
Right. We were like, well, you know how when you're sitting at a table and everybody's got the kind of basically the same thing,
Yes.
and then you come up with something different. I'm like, well, what is that? But not meaning that it was bad or anything. I just didn't know what it was because at the restaurant we were at, you can get what's those things? Some kind of tonics or something. What are they called?
Oh yeah, it was some kind of tonic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
But you had,
this-
yeah, I saw
They had pills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know what it was.
yeah, I mean, it was one of the items on that part of the menu.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I
it's
didn't know
on
what it
display.
was.
They had posters
Yeah.
advertising. Yeah.
See, I didn't know what it
Yeah.
was.
So it may be a new item they put on the menu.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's
it was
on the
good.
table too on the placard.
Yeah. I had two of them.
See, he sure did have
I
to.
thought that you'd have a fit if you saw it. So I didn't want
No, I didn't. I was trying
surprised
to
you didn't.
It's the smell that I have the issue. Yeah.
So one day my father came to the house and brought a watermelon into the house. I had not told him about Kenya, and next thing you know, Kenya disappears. And so my father cuts this watermelon open, and then
bet
he
it
looks
was
up.
good, too.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was great. And then he looks up and he says, "Well, where did Kenya go?" I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. She gets sick when she smells that watermelon." So anyway,
Yeah.
so he felt bad, but he didn't know.
Brought the watermelon in, and I had already disappeared. He never even cut it open yet. I already knew it was coming, so you know what? Let me just go and get out the way. I already know my issue is.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all air out the house before I come out my bedroom.
Yeah, she went and hid.
I sure did. 'Cause it
And
was
I had a
like-
good time eating that good watermelon.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me explain something to me. You growing up, your favorite song was Watermelon Man. So how's that?
Look, I don't know. Maybe it's because it was in the house. I don't know. But mom said that she ate so much watermelon. Maybe
did
that's
eat a
why
lot.
she doesn't like it now.
Yeah.
I did eat a lot of watermelon.
So did I.
As a matter of fact, when you used to take ballet lessons, the lady that invited us over, it's the first thing she fixed us. I think she thought that all black
Oh, well, I'm
people
gonna say
ate.
she was white.
Right? She was. And she felt like that everybody liked watermelon.
Except me. Yeah, I was the only black kid on the dance. And I was the one who didn't like watermelon.
That's why we're gonna take
Her
her.
and her little friend flew out of that room.
That's why we're gonna take Kenya's black card.
Okay, so look, let's go back to topic. I want to make sure we get all that we can in
Okay.
while we got y'all here.
Okay.
Okay, so we've established that I'm your child and I'm your daughter. But what about the others? 'Cause I
We
was the
had
oldest.
Joel. Kenya's the oldest, and we had Joel. And Joel was a child that never slept. I didn't know what I was doing. Joel would not sleep. I had gotten sick in the hospital, so Joel had to stay in the station because I had a fever, so he couldn't come to my room. So the nurse station took care of him, so they rocked him all the time. And so when he came home with me, we were enemies because I didn't know what to do with him.
Would not sleep.
He would not sleep.
I remember that, and I was on the team.
and I had Kenya and him, and it just wore me out. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I was going, coming, or going.
He
And I would
screamed
just,
night and day.
He was just-
first at night.
it was like,
remember
oh my
that.
goodness. So I would sit up and half the night, and then when he was 2, he couldn't see. Well, before he turned 2, Kenya was taking the lessons. And we actually thought that Kenya was in the room playing the piano. And
Because I was instructed
to
practice.
play every day. And so I came in, I'm in the back room saying, "Oh, good, Kenya, you finally did it." And I get in the room and there's Joel at the piano playing the piano. And I'm like,
And I'm watching
"What are you
TV.
doing? Get down from there." And he gets down. And so I said, "Kenya, did you play with?" "No, Mommy, I didn't. Joel did." And I thought they both were crazy.
Yeah. And he was 22 months old.
He was 22 months
Never had a lesson. But he was listening to all the rehearsals and everything, getting ready for this recital. So he ends up in the recital also.
Because he played the music.
Wow.
He played the full song,
He
not
played
just
the full
pieces.
song,
He just
yeah.
got up there and played the full
22 months old.
better than I played it. I was watching TV, and I remember looking back at him and I was like, okay. And I just kept on watching TV.
It was crazy, but
I was watching
he
crazy.
was Joe was quite a treat after he got a little bit older, but he put me through the ringer when he was younger.
Yes.
And so he was just a different kid, but and he loved to read. He taught himself to read and all those good things. And tore up his room all the time, but never cleaned it up. Everything was up under the bed.
Some things never change.
He would wake up in the morning with his eyes puffed, where he had to cover over his head, reading with a flashlight. Yeah,
Oh wow.
because he wouldn't sleep.
He wouldn't sleep.
He couldn't sleep.
Yeah, he could not sleep. And then I remember one night we had gone to bed and everything. Everybody was quiet and everything. So he comes into my room at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I didn't know it was 4. And he said, "Mommy, read me this story." I said, "Okay." And I get up and I cut on the light. I said, "It's 4 o'clock." I said, "Boy, get back in that bed. Get back. Don't come in here and ask me to read no story no 4 o'clock in the morning." So he went back to bed. But I think I should have read it to him, but I was just so tired. 4 o'clock in the morning. Who wants to see
Yeah,
that?
that's tough.
Who wants to read at 4 o'clock in the morning?
That's tough.
So, but I feel bad now that he's older, but that's what happened. But he was a challenge, but just in a different way, you know, because he was so talented. And then, of course, Noel, he was a good baby, but he was a bad boy.
Good baby, bad kid.
Yes, he was the best baby of the three of them. He was good, but bad.
Man, there were times when Noel, as a baby, you didn't even know there was a baby in the house.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
He was good. He was a good baby, but boy, when
Once he turned 1.
it was over. It was over for everybody. He
He had a man of his
Oh
own.
yeah, he did.
And you weren't going to deter.
He would take the consequence, and he was more aggressive. Kenya and Joel basically kind of did. They might have snuck a lot of things, but they basically kind of did what they were told to do. This one, he never did anything.
Wait, I was just say that part in the mic again. Kenny and Joel did what now?
Basically did what they were asked to do. They were told to do. They were good kids, you know, as far as that goes. But no, he didn't want no part of that.
Yeah, no. That one was Spitfire. He was everywhere. I remember that. So what are some of the challenges that you had just being a parent of 3?
Being a parent of anyone, whether you have 1, 2, or 3, it's a work. It's a job. I don't know how anyone can say that it's not a job, because in life, when you're trying to be a good parent, and it's hard to be a good parent, it takes everything. As Pastor Kelly said, it takes everything to serve the Lord. It takes everything to serve your children. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. I've never experienced anything like it. You try to guide them, you know, teach them, train them, you know, and, you know, we had family worship and all of that, but I'm telling you, it's rough. I think now, I don't know if I should have spanked more, went to the psychologist, or where I should have been. It was just so much, you know, especially during the teen years. You know, you try to stick with your kids, make sure they're in activities and all that kind of stuff. And that's one thing I was gung ho on when my children were coming up, is keeping them busy and active. I didn't do a lot of stuff as a kid, so I wanted to make sure my kids learned how to skate, swim, everything. Play tennis, play golf, everything.
Gymnastics, karate,
instrument, everything possible.
Yes, we did all of that. You know, then as growing up, Kenya said she did so much. She said, "Well, when I grow up, my kids are not going to do any of that." And I think she outdid me.
I had nothing but boys. I'm like, y'all got to be busy. I can't.
So she thought I did a lot, but you know, you learn. She did everything. You know, so you know, you think, you know, as growing up, you think that you're not doing the right things, and you try to do the right things, and then what you think is right might be wrong for some kids and all that, but
you never know what
you
works.
just never know. You just don't. You just do the. I would say you do the best that you can, because each one of your children are going to be different, and they beat to their own drum.
Yeah,
That's true.
You know, I think that's what is really key, particularly now as we look at, you know, our children being older and adults, is that we can't look back and really beat ourselves up for what we did or did not do. You know, sometimes, yeah, I mean, sometimes we, and even if, I mean, like with our sons, I mean, if one of them says, "Hey, you know, I wish it was a little different," you know, I understand that. Yeah, you know, and so I mean, because there's no manual.
Right.
And even if you had it, It still may not
Doesn't
work.
apply
You
every-
know, about every
One
child.
kid, but not the other.
Right.
Because I read Dr. Spock, I read all those books with all my kids, and you know, all the books that they tell you to read and all that kind of stuff. I was reading them, and once I started dealing with my children, I threw all of them away
Yeah.
because they didn't work.
Yeah.
I had worked in daycare. I went to parenting classes. I read books, and some things work for one, some things
Didn't work for the other one.
So you said you read Dr. Spock, Spock.
I read all those books. Yeah,
from
they.
Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek was really good. Yeah.
I'm just trying. All right, I just wanted to make sure, just clarify.
No, but they had so many books telling you how to be. But then when I started reading testimonies, they were more, and child guidance, it was more suitable for me. But on the other hand, it's not for every child.
Right.
You still, even in child guidance, you take what you can take out of that and apply it to what you can. And when you can't, sometimes you just need to, get on your knees and pray because it's just so hard. Your kids, and of course, as parents, we must realize that the devil is truly busy. And so if he can get to your kids, he's going to get to you. And if he gets to you, that's it. So you have to, sometimes I know parents don't want to spank their kids now or whatever and do all that stuff. And I think it's great to talk to your kids. If you can talk to your kids and get them to understand and listen, hallelujah. But sometimes you need to bring a switch out of that belt and apply it to, you don't have to beat them hard or anything, but just get their attention to let them know that you're in charge. Don't let your child run your household. You are the parent. You run the household.
Amen.
Yeah, because I brought them here.
Yes. Yeah. And we're not going back to the Cosby Show that take you out. Take you out.
Yeah.
But it's just a hard job, and I don't care if you work 24/7, it's still a hard job.
Yeah.
It's still a hard job.
Yeah. One of the hardest. Yeah.
It is.
I agree. I mean, because it challenges you in every aspect.
They do.
There's nothing that you won't be challenged in. And I say all the time that they are to help us get to heaven.
Yes.
Because there isn't any area that I'm not challenged in. Dylan, I only had 2 boys. I raised 3, Justin and nephew, but still and yet, I mean, even without Justin, the 2 that I gave birth to are enough.
Amen.
And they were enough to get me to heaven because
They still are.
challenge. Yeah.
They still are. Your
They
grown
still
kids,
challenge
even though your
everything.
children are grown, you still have to talk to them and explain to them. Now, they don't have to listen.
Right.
But you still need to approach them and tell them right from wrong, even though they know it. They know right from wrong.
Let me remind you.
Yes, this is how it is, right?
There's the consequences for that.
Right. That's all you have to do is lay just explain. Just get their
You
attention.
never stop being a parent.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, I tell mine I don't want to parent them. I don't want to be on top of them and have to do that. But I would rather have conversations with them so they can make the choice because they're going to make it anyway.
Yes.
So then it's like, okay, don't make me have to come back and like, because that's not what I want to do. But I want you to be able to make good sound decisions. This is why I'm saying, okay, this is this and this is this. Make a decision. Let's see where you land. And I'm going to do like this in hopes that it's hard to watch sometimes. I'm going to close my eyes and pray and be on my knees. Sometimes it's just hard to watch. But at the same time, they have to be the adults that they're supposed to be.
So that they should be.
Yes, right. The adults that I'm hoping for. You know what I mean? The adults that God wants them to be. So then it's
But
just always
and that's the thing. When you're raising children and they do become adults, you hate to see those knocks on their heads. But
Yes.
sometimes they have to get them to learn the lesson that we have tried to work with them on.
I think, I think one of the biggest things is we just really have to pay attention.
Yes.
Pay attention to what works with our children, our youth, anyone that we have any kind of influence on. Because if we pay attention, then we are not spinning our wheels doing things that don't necessarily work for
Watch
them.
their patterns.
Yes.
Because people give patterns all the time.
Right.
Whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
You give off, like Dad was saying, he kind of had a clue when Mama was pregnant. She didn't have a clue that she was pregnant.
Right.
But we give off signals and signs and
Yes.
patterns even when
Yeah.
we don't mean to.
Yeah. If it takes just a conversation, it all depends on that one. And if you just have to pay attention to know what works with them. you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But see, that's the thing. Because they are human, we don't know what works with them until you've tried. Yeah. And so when you hit it and find out, it's good to know, but then it's bad to know because you're saying, I don't want them to do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because they're coming to you and saying, well, this is what I'm going to do. Or if they don't come to you and they hide it, and then you see what they're doing, you're like, where did that come from? You know, how did that come about? So you don't, all those things that our children do or don't do, it's hard for us.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It's
and
very
even
hard.
when we were growing up, we all got disciplined differently.
Yes.
Even though the rules were the same, we all got disciplined differently because what worked for one just didn't work for the other.
Joe takes. I had to take the books away. I had to make him write. Yeah. I mean, it was just all kind of stuff, and
he needed the creative things.
Yes,
yeah.
And he didn't like to write, so I thought that would be good. But just different kids do different things. Family. You're going to have kids like that.
Yes.
It's true. And no, I remember him saying, I don't care what happens. It's okay.
Yeah.
He didn't care at all. And he would vocally say that. And I would look at him like, what?
Has he lost his mind?
Right. We appreciate y'all again for coming on, baby. You want to close us out?
Yes. So thank you for checking us out at the Marriage Be Like podcast. You can catch us at marriagebelike.com. You can email us if you have any other questions about the foundation. You can email us at Kenya at marriagebelike.com. Check us out. You can check us out on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Or just
we're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes. And when we post it, you can get more information. You can go to the
Facebook page. Check out the show notes and you'll see more information about that. I say everywhere because like y'all from Louisville, y'all have a way of talking, right?
Watch it.
Even though we're far north, but
the words you say, there and her, right?
But it doesn't matter. When I get to the kingdom, we'll all speak the same language and speak the same way.
That just means,
on earth it means nothing.
that just means God has more work to do on you.
And don't forget yourself. Okay. Because you're the one that's complaining about how we talk. So I think it starts where the head is.
Wow.
And also, Kenny, no one will recognize that you're from New York.
This is true. He doesn't have a New York accent.
I don't. Yeah. I bet I can turn it on and off when I'm ready. So
you can. This is true. As soon as he gets somebody,
any of us can do that, Kenny.
No, some folk can't.
I'm telling you, we can.
Some I don't know. I don't think you can.
You don't know that. Don't let that beer get you in trouble.
But I lived in New Jersey for over 4 months, so I write outside of New York. So I can put on that accent if I have to.
Okay.
Tell him, honey, get him straight. See, we older for right now, and we know how to get you.
Well, see, first off, I said this about you. I didn't.
Just keep running your mouth. I want you to know this podcast is going to be deleted because I'm here to hurt Ken.
Wow. A couple things I did not say. Just remember that the Marriage Be Like podcast is a production of Green Room Entertainment. You can check us out at greenroomentertain.com. And the theme music that you're listening to.
She gave you funny fingers.
I see. The theme music that you're listening to right now, I can see you in the camera. You see that? The theme music produced by our son, KEG Beats. No, it's no .com there, is it?
No, there's no .com. No.
I want to say .com.
But you can, if you like for him to do some music for you, you can also catch him from our email.
Yes, at Kenny and
Kenya
at marriagebelike.com.
And the shout out to Envision Radio.
Yes.
Thank you for having us on the radio. We appreciate it.
Yes.
And that's envision-radio.com.
.com. Let me say.
Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye. Yeah.